It has been so long since I really felt like Gaijin has listened to the player base, and I really feel like they did with this one. Before we dive into this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that like button and subscribed. Only 11% of my current viewers are subscribed, and I greatly appreciate all the support. You guys mean the world to me. Also, feel free to join the Discord link down below in the description. I love to talk to all of you guys there, and if you have questions or video ideas, that's the best place to reach me. Now, in this game mode, I will note a few things. One, is it a tad bit unfair? Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier to intercept the B-29s than it is to intercept the MiGs. I personally think gaijin should have limited the MiG-15s to single lives, and, same with the Sabres, because this game isn't meant to last a long time. It's, I think, 5-minute rounds at the max. So, essentially, single spawn, single life would have suited this a little bit better in my opinion. I think that is how the simulator one is set up, but I don't know for sure. So Gaijin has added an interesting little event here for a while that is it's a little sad to me as an American because this is a dark day in American history. It's essentially where a bunch of B-29s were lost during the Korean War, and obviously loss of any life is sad, especially, me personally being an American, but in the game, it's pretty fun. So the idea here is that there's two teams. One team is the F-86A-5, which are escorting B-29s to a target. And the other team are MiG-15s that are trying to shoot down all the B-29s. Like I stated earlier, it is a lot easier to down all of the B-29s than it is to down all of the MiG-15s. So essentially, the only way you can win for the American side is if you can delay the MiG-15s shooting down all of the B-29s, and the best way to do that is just try to chase them away from the B-29s. If each guy targets one MiG-15, they might get one pass and kill one B-29, but you might be able to chase them away long enough to let a few bombers through. That's kind of the best way to do it, in my opinion. Now, why I think this is such a big deal is players have been asking for a bomber escort game mode for so long now, and Gaijin seems to finally be listening to that. And I don't think this is the only game mode we're going to see. I strongly think we're going to see this returning in a few weeks or a few months or down the road with more modern aircraft. Trust me, Gaijin does actually listen, it just sometimes feels like they don't. But they do, it just takes a long time to develop some of these things. So I think it's a very real possibility that we're going to see in a few months from now a game mode that includes bomber escorts like this. Gaijin is definitely trying to get feedback on how players think it is, fair to unfair to escort the bombers and how it is to intercept them. Now, I'm going to give my 2 cents on that real quick. My opinion is, one, the single spawns. It needs to be single spawn for sure. It shouldn't be multiple lives. I think in the RB game mode it is, 3 lives. I think the simulator one, like I said, might be single spawn. I do not know for sure. My second 2 cents is they need to limit the MiG-15s. The intercepting aircraft are, normally, yes, in real life, like World War II, larger numbered. In World War II, it's also a lot harder to bring down a B-17 than it is, with the MiG-15 with 37mm cannons to take out a B-29. It's just 2 taps and it's gone. In my opinion, for game modes like this with more modern jet fighters, which in, real history tend to be much smaller numbers than World War II bomber missions, you would see, in my opinion, the best game mode would be 20 B-17 or B-29s escorted by 8 F-86s versus maybe 4 MiG-15s, and you can obviously change the numbers. I think the defending team should have maybe 2-to-1, or maybe a little bit less than that. But you kind of get the idea. Give the attacking team less aircraft. And essentially, when we get to more modern things, because the next step up from this would probably be MiG-21s and F-4s with either B-52s, Tu-95s, or B-66s, or B-57s, or possibly F-105 Thunder Chiefs. And, allow these aircraft, if they're going to be AI controlled like we have in this game mode, allow them to use chaff and flares, maybe give them electronic countermeasures, and limited numbers. And then eventually, we're going to work our way up so modern, we're going to see things like the F-15, the Su-27, and I would imagine eventually stealth bombers like the B-2. Now, I would like to also see this game mode reversed, where American aircraft are intercepting Russian bombers. I just like to see that, personally. Like, obviously, this is meant to be a slightly realistic event, because, this is something that did happen in real life, but you know, it'd still be nice to be able to reverse the roles a little bit here, just because we'd be able to see if it changes anything. I don't think it will. I do think it's significantly easier to take out the bombers, especially using the MiG-15 because of that 37mm cannon. And the sabers just feel kind of defenseless, honestly. Like, it's really hard to attack a MiG-15 as it's actively trying to kill all of your bombers. So really, the only way to win this event is by trying to keep them away from the bombers. That's the best way for the defending team to win. And if you guys have any other way to win as a defending team, do let me know down below in the comments, because, you know, again, like I said, this is really an event for gaijin to get the most information out of it. And if you guys have any good ideas, do let me know, because as a content creator, I can give gaijin direct feedback. So if you guys have any cool ideas on how this event should be changed, let me know down below in the comments. If it's good enough, I will pass it along to gaijin, and that way they get, you know, what they want, which is the best feedback. And good feedback to the developers allows them to develop good things for the game. End of the day, this game mode only helps War Thunder. It doesn't necessarily hurt it. It didn't hurt them to slap a target on the ground, some AI bombers to fly to the target and bomb it after a certain period of time, and then let players spawn in 2 different aircraft, one escorting, one attacking. Doesn't hurt the game. It only helps them get information how they want to develop the game further along the road. This is a massive win, in my opinion, for gaijin. This, you know, does show that they do indeed listen to the player base, and it definitely helps to see things implemented, even if it takes time. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on this event. Do you guys like it? Do you hate it? If you hate it, why do you hate it? If you like it, why do you like it? What do you want to see changed? I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.